Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I will show you guys how to set up User Manager and use it on the PPPoE network of your Mikrotik device. For this demonstration, we will use Mikrotik Hex router with a router OS version 7.11. Without further ado, let's get started. I have here a topology. Port 1 for our ISP, Port 2 and 3 for our LAN, Port 4 and 5 for our PPPoE network. I'm already done configuring the setup. I will just do a quick run through. So the User Manager also package will also be installed in this device. So let's access our Mikrotik device. So here in the interfaces, in the bridge, in the IP address, IP DHCP client, because our internet is DHCP, IP DNS, IP firewall, filter, IP firewall, then NAT, there is no filter rules, here in NAT only, then IP routes, then IP pool, then I'll go to PPP, then PPPoE server tab, double click this one, you can see that I'm already done doing the PPPoE server. I have created also profiles, 5 MB profile and 10 MB profile. There is no limits because we will do the limitation but with limit in the User Manager. So that's it. To see the video tutorials on this setup, I will put the link on the description box below. Let's close everything. Close. What is User Manager? User Manager is a router OS radius server solution that enables centralized user authentication and authorization to a specific service. A centralized user database enables for better tracking of system users and customers. So let's now proceed with the User Manager setup. By default, User Manager is not added in our device. We need to install it manually. We will download it in the Mikrotik official website. To download the compatible file, check first the system architecture of your device. Go to System, then Resources, then look for architecture name. So in our case, it's MMIPS. So let's now proceed to the Mikrotik website. Go to your browser and search for the Mikrotik official website. So we will type here mikrotik.com. Then in the software tab, then go to downloads. Then go to router OS, select the router OS versions, in our case it's 7.11, then look for the MMIPS architecture, then click extra packages, download it. So I'm already done downloading. So after you download, extract it, you can see the files. So select the User Manager and drag and drop it in the Mikrotik device. So go to your Mikrotik, then go to Files, then select the User Manager package, then drag it in the Mikrotik device. Then to install it, restart your Mikrotik. So go to System, then Reboot. Yes. So let's wait for the device to finish rebooting. Alright, it's already done rebooting. So let's go to System, then Packages, to check if the User Manager package is successfully installed. So System, then Packages. So as what you can see, User Manager package is successfully installed. So let's now proceed with the configuration. In Router OS version 7, we can configure the User Manager in the Winbox itself. go here. So as you can see, User Manager package has been added. Click that. Then you will see here the settings for the User Manager. We will create bandwidth limit. So go to limitations, click plus. I will name this one SP1 5 Mbps. Then in the rate limits, input here your desired bandwidth limit. In our case, it's 5M. For the explanation of the fields, it's just the same to what I have already discussed on the previous video regarding burst limit. I'll put the link on the description box for the video regarding this. So minimum rate, I'll put 1M. Then for the burst, I'll put 10M. Then for the burst threshold, I'll put 6M. Then for the burst time, I'll put 30 seconds. Apply, and OK. So we'll create another one. Copy. So I'll name this one SP2 10 Mbps. Then rate limit will be 10M. Then minimum rate, I'll put 5M. Then for the burst, I'll put 20M. Then for the burst threshold, I'll put 11M. Then burst time 30 seconds, apply, then OK. We will now go to Profiles tab. Click plus. We will name this one SP1 PHP 500. Then price will be 500. And apply. Okay, I'll create another one for SP2 PHP 1000. Then for the price 1000, and apply, then OK. We will now go next in the profile limitations tab. Click plus, then profile, select the first profile that we created is P1. The limitation is P1 5 Mbps. And click apply, then OK. Then click plus again, and this time it's SP2 1000, limitation is P2 10 Mbps. Click apply, then OK. Next is we will now create a user group. Click user groups tab, click plus. I'll name this one 5M users. 5M users. Then outer auths. Click this one. You can check all, so I will just check on. Inner auths. I'll also create check all. Then in the attributes, click this one, this field. Then choose Mikrotik group. Then in the beside it, so input here the profile that we created here in the PPP settings. So in our case, it's 5 MB and 10 MB. So I'll put 5 MB, and apply, then OK. Click plus again, then but this time it's for 10M users. And check all authentications. Then attributes, Mikrotik group, and 10 MB. Is it 10 MB? Alright, it's 10 MB. Click OK. Let's now create a user account. So go to users tab, click plus. We will name this one user 1, then password 1234. Then group, I'll choose 5M users. Then click apply. Then OK. Double click this one, then shared users 1. Apply, then OK. Let's now activate this user. So go to users profile, click plus, then choose user 1, then profile. So for this demonstration, I'll choose SP1. Then state is waiting. When you click apply, it will change to running. Okay. Select that user, then click activate. The state will now change to running active. So we will input this account in our TP-Link router later. So we will now configure the Radius server settings. So go to Radius, click plus, service, check PPP, then address 127.0.0.1. This is the default IP address of a local host, meaning this Mikrotik device is the Radius server itself. In the secret, input your passwords. In our case, I'll just input 123456. Then click apply. Then OK. Then in the incoming tab, check accept. Then note the port. It's 3799. Click apply. Then OK. Go back again to your PPP settings. Then in the secrets tab, click PPP authentication and accounting. Check use Radius. Check use accounting. Then OK. We will go back to our user manager. We will add now here the Mikrotik device. In the routers tab, click plus. In the name, I'll put JAT router 1. Shared secret 123456. The one that we input in the Radius setting. This one. Then address 127.0.0.1. Then COA port 3799. Apply. Then OK. In the settings tab, check enabled and check also use profiles. Click apply. Then OK. So we are now done. So let's test. I will access my TP-Link router in this laptop. So I'll transfer my cable to the TP-Link router. I'll input here the gateway of my TP-Link router. And we will input the user account. So go to network, then 1. And input here the user account that we created in the Mikrotik. So it's user 1 and password 1234, then click apply, save. Go to your wireless, then Wi-Fi. I'll input JAT test, and I'll input a password. Then after that one, go to your status. Check here in the 1. Alright, so it gets an IP address coming from the Mikrotik. So we now have an internet. So when we do speed test, so user 1 has a limitation of 5 Mbps with a burst speed of 10 M. It does not limit, so we'll access first the Mikrotik to see if the limit has been created. So I'll transfer to my Mikrotik. We now have an IP address, so let's go to queues. The queues It's not here, so let's go to PPP. The active tab, we already have it. Let's just check the users group, users profile. Let's remove this one first. Then create again, user 1, apply. Okay. And we will activate that one. And we will restart our TP-Link router. Let's wait for the TP-Link to finish rebooting. Alright, so as you can see, we now have an entry in the simple queue. Then in the PPP active connection, so our TP-Link router is also here. So when I'll do speed test, here in my phone, I'll connect my phone to that Wi-Fi. And I'll do speed test, and you can see it here in the active connect in the, not here, but in the queue list. In the traffic tab, you can see that when I do speed test in my phone, you will see here the traffic. Download is 10 M. Then upload is 10 M also, because we have a burst of 10 Mbps. Alright, so we will now simulate a situation where this user account stopped availing our internet service. So how will you disconnect that one? So just go to your user manager, then go to users profile tab, and select that user, then delete it. So as you can see in the simple queues, that user account is removed, and also here in the active connections in your PPP settings. So your client has no internet now. So when we try to connect to the Wi-Fi of our TP-Link, so we don't have an internet now. So when I go here, connect to the Wi-Fi of my TP-Link, I'll have no internet. So I'm now connected to JOT test. So when I do speed test, I don't have an internet now. See, I don't have an internet now. So I'll access again to my Mikrotik and reconnect that user account. I'll access to my Mikrotik device. Alright, so if the client wants to reconnect, just go to user profile, then click add, and add that user account again. So choose the desired profile. So in our case, it's SP1. And click apply, then OK. And the state is running active. Let's wait for it to be reconnected. You can also restart the TP-Link router so that the connection will be refreshed. So I'll restart my TP-Link router. You will see here that after the router restarted, it will now have an entry here in the queue and in the PPP active connections. Alright, so as what you can see, it now have an entry here in the queue list and in the PPP. If your client wants to upgrade, just add, then user 1, then SP2, click apply, then OK. Then remove the previous one. Then ask your client to restart the router for the upgrade profile to take effect to his or her router. This will be removed. We'll just wait and it will be changed to a new one. So the router is now restarting. So let's wait for the new profile to take effect. Alright, so as you can see, it now changed to the new profile here in the queue list and in the active connections. So when you click this one and check in the general tab, you can see here that the new profile has been applied. So let's do a speed test. I'll disable the LAN connection and enable the Wi-Fi so that you can see here in this video the speed test of the new profile. So I'll access the Wi-Fi of my TP-Link router. So we are now connected to the Wi-Fi. So when I do speed test, we'll be getting a 20 Mbps because we have a burst speed of 20 M in the service profile 2. So the configuration is working. We are getting download speed of 20 Mbps. We are also getting a upload speed of 20 Mbps. So our configuration is working just fine. So this is it, guys, on how you set up User Manager version 7 and configure it on your PPPoE network. So if you find this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Please also hit that notification bell so you can be notified to my new videos. Bye for now and have a nice day.